June is a month marked as the height of kitten season, when large litters of kittens are born and often end up in animal shelters. Everyone is encouraged to celebrate National Adopt a Cat Month. Formed by the American Humane Society 45 years ago in order to encourage people to stop buying cats and instead adopt them. One business owner has made it her year-round mission to help her cherished feline friends find a forever home.
I grew up in Saudi Arabia. I'm originally from Pakistan, but the Middle East is a place where cats are extremely loved because the Prophet Muhammad is supposed to have loved cats.
For Layla Kari, the admiration she has for cats stems from a deep cultural appreciation of the animals. In 2014, Layla's love of cats prompted her to open one of the first cat cafes in America.
Cat cafes were started in Japan and became very popular in Tokyo. There were probably around 70 in Tokyo at one point. I don't know how many there are now, and spread from there. Purina did a pop-up cat cafe in the United States in Manhattan. Just seeing the pictures and seeing what this was about, I immediately wanted to conceptualize that here in Denver. And I used to be an attorney, and at the time I was still practicing law. I was a commercial litigator, and it was useful work for sure. But it did not have that immediate feedback mechanism of, serving the purpose and doing good in the world. And immediately thought, I'm not enjoying my life as a lawyer and I want to do something totally different. And the cat cafe was, strangely enough, the thing that caught my imagination the most out of all other options I had for what to do next, career-wise. There's just nothing in common between the two, so there is that.
Motivated to serve her community, Layla wanted to focus on people and the connections they can make with their cats. Her passion allowed her to establish a place that serves as a public space as well as rescue organization.
Our business model is basically creating a space where cats who are up for adoption can meet people. And it's not just for the purposes of adoption, it's for the purposes of, hanging out with them and having playtime with them, getting to know them if adoption is in the works, or even if not, just getting to have that experience of being present with an animal who is here. Cat lovers are kind of, by definition, they're hanging out with their cats at home. They don't have a public spot that they can share with other cat lovers until, the cat cafe. And there was no telling what the market response was going to be like, except it was just positive from the beginning. Even dog lovers who didn't care for cats still supported the concept because they still supported the fact of it being a pet-oriented and an adoption-oriented experience. Here on Tennyson Street, the location is very commercial as well as very neighborhood focused, so it has both aspects going on. It is also just a very warm and welcoming environment. So when I stepped inside, I signed the lease the next day. I was like, this is something I can work with. Here I can execute the concept I've been dreaming about. And I'd been looking at that point for like 4 or 5 months for a good space to show up for me. And when it did, I was immediately like, yes. We are entirely female operated as well. That makes sense since, we're a bunch of cat ladies. That's just who wants to work here. But it's also something that I, as a woman who, comes from a place where women aren't very empowered. And it's something that I love to point out that, we're immigrant owned and women owned 100% and are run entirely by women. So we have a great little team here who's been with us for years. Even as a retail outfit that went through COVID, we didn't lose a single person. We had the same staff before COVID as we do now, and people stick with us. And I just love that we have such a strong, small, local, and independent vibe here. It's not sad here, They are chilling, they're happy, they're not in kennels, they're not meowing for attention and not being able to reach out to the humans who are there to interact with them. It's a much more direct and, warm interaction, so it's not sad.
You're so gentle.
So we get cats from all over, and basically it's a matter of driving distance. So New Mexico is a great new partner we have. And so there is a pipeline of transports that comes in from out of state, from many different states. We partner with shelters in Kansas and Wyoming and Montana, and we have an open door policy as far as if you have to give up your pet, you have to bring them back to us if you adopt it from us, because we want to make sure that we are seeing that cat off to its forever home, from start to finish, and we're not abandoning them in the middle at any point. We always get pictures back from our adopters of the cat now chilling in their home. And we've also had many fosters adopt cats and becoming, what they call foster fails. And that's always heartwarming too, because, these people have seen so many cats come through their homes And obviously they love them all, but then they find the perfect match, and it's so satisfying when that happens. It's been incredible. We've had a lot of luck with our location, but we've also had a lot of, just synergy between the community we're serving and what we're doing. It just comes together very well.
Stay elevated by subscribing to the city's YouTube page and stay tuned to our social media channels for more content. Don't miss our new episodes of Elevating Denver, premiering each month. Thanks for watching, Denver.